being such wonderful audience. Sometimes I just have those cheers in front of me. Keep it going for a final comic of the evening, Jeff Goodsmith.
All right, hey everybody. A lot of people talk about families today. I'm going to talk about I should say I'm very lucky. I have a very supportive family. I have family members actually in the audience here tonight. It's nice, it feels good in my heart. So I'm going to talk about the worst thing I ever did to a family member. In my defense, I did this to my brother Dougie. He was 7, I was 10. When you're 10, you are legally an idiot. Like, you are just a functional, dumb, small person at the age of 10. When you're 10 years old, you are operating under cartoon logic. That's that thing where, like, you somehow know what an anvil is despite being born after the year of 1880. But you also think that if an anvil falls on your head, it's just going to make a little bump appear, as opposed to murdering you like a scene from a Final Destination movie. Cartoon logic also dictates that pepper makes you sneeze. So I wanted to make Dougie sneeze for no other reason than I was 10 years old. So I'm at my grandparents' house. They have this antique pepper grinder. It's rusted, probably filled with asbestos. And I just crank a handful of this in my hand, and I go up to Dougie. And two things I should point out. First of all, I probably knew at the time this was problematic, even at 10, a dumb age. It was problematic because I'm in no way Italian. And the catchphrase I chose for ruining my brother was, "Make you sneeze!" Pepper up his nose. So, "Make you sneeze." He responds, this innocent boy who did nothing to ask for this, with, "Ah!" He's screaming. My mom rushes over, picks him up, runs him to the sink, throwing water up his nose. She's going, "Why? Why? He's just a boy!" Now, in my defense, he's fine. He's fine. He's here tonight. He made it. To my knowledge, did not get mesothelioma. And also, honestly, he's better than fine. He's a neuroscientist now. Yeah. So, worst case scenario, I didn't really cause any irreparable harm. Best case scenario, I started him on his hero's journey to become a neuroscientist because he wanted to know how pepper and the brain interact. Either way, I'm the good guy of the story. I can't say the same for my youngest brother when I tried to convince him that if you get deep enough in a pool, the water becomes breathable. He didn't test it out, and now he's a doctor, so that's good, I guess. But despite trying to murder both my brothers in cartoon fashion, again, very supportive parents, and family as a whole. Actually, I remember my dad, he actually sat me down before I went off to college and gave me some life advice. Pretty common thing, whenever you're leaving the nest, you get some pearls of wisdom from, one of your parental figures, or both. Now, my experience was a little unique in the sense that my dad did so wearing nothing but a terry cloth robe that cut off at about the knees. It's plaid, if you're curious about the pattern. He was also sitting across the room from me in a reclining position. Never have I been more intense with my eye contact, just like, keep it above the line of horizon, Goodsmith. Keep it right here. But, my dad, he pops down, he gives me some advice. He just goes, he goes, "Son, you're going off to college. Always make a good first impression." Honestly, no notes. That's A+ dad advice right there. It did take a little bit of a left turn, because after that he goes, "And also, if you ever spend any time with a lady," and he reaches into his pocket. For the women in the audience, yes, even men's robes have pockets. I apologize. We just stole them all. And he goes, "Make it you sneeze." No. Dougie wanted that, I'm sure. That would be represented. No, but he reaches in his pocket and he just goes, tosses something, lands at my feet. I look down, and it's condoms. And here's the thing with condoms, right? They come in packs. You can get like a 3-pack from the convenience store, you can get a 10-pack. You can get a family pack. That's an oxymoron. You can get a value pack. That's like 40, I think. This was not a pack of condoms. These were loose condoms. They were loosies. Which means that there was a certain amount of calculus happening here. There was, all right, I have X amount of condoms. He has 4 years in college. How many times is he going to take one of these, put them on him, and put them in someone else? The answer to this math question of how many times I was going to have sex in college? 5! 5 condoms at my feet, and then silence, because at this point he had said everything he needed to say. And I had to figure out the best way to pick up these condoms, put them in my pocket. My dad, again, he's in the audience right now. I think my mom's probably a little bit more red than he is right now in the face. He just stands up, thankfully, and he goes, "Good talk," because he said what he was saying. And I will say, I'm very proud to say this, not to brag, but 3 years later, I used that 5th condom. So, all right. Thanks so much, everyone.
Give it up for 5 condoms, Jeff Goldstein.